Hi, my name is Daniel Gilman. I'm here with RZAM Canada at McGill University, where we partner with the local campus clubs to put on a week of events exploring life's toughest questions. We just concluded 2 lunchtime talks. This room was packed with students from a variety of faiths and no faith at all from all around the world.
We debated a lot about religious subjects, for example, because I do not believe in God, so I didn't really understand why people feel so connected to someone that, in my opinion, and the way I see things, does not exist. But at the same time, I am open, so I really wanted to know more about it. It kind of made me question my own beliefs, and it made me curious about the subject. So next thing I'm going to do is get more informed about it.
I was talking on Sunday with my mom, do we really need a God, and because everything is so well described by science, engineering, so why do we need this person in our life? It was too much of a coincidence that then Relevant came over the next day to give their lecture. So I really appreciated that they come, and I keep on realizing, the flaws in my reasoning. Like, for example, making God into a syllogism, right? Like God isn't here to give you a rule book like in school, right? He's here to provide you a reason why you're here and like food for your soul, quite literally. So I really appreciate that.
I gave a talk on where is God when life gets hard. And like usual, it's a difficult subject. Talking about pain and suffering and where is God in that is never easy. But the questions were poignant. The questions were difficult to grapple with, but we were so grateful for them. They were honest. The question of, man, even as a Christian, how do I still wrestle with suffering, because it sometimes feels like God's not there. Some just saying, man, I still can't believe that He is good if He allows evil and suffering. But as usual, we're trying to point everyone to the cross. The cross changes everything. The cross says we don't have a God that's indifferent. We have a God that was willing to suffer alongside us and to suffer for us. And that is a beautiful thing to remind everybody in this world.
Today we talked about the Christian perspective on why God would allow suffering on earth. I was actually surprised by the level of sympathy regarding the suffering that is experienced by everyday person. I've never been to a Relevant conference before. I was a bit skeptical, but I do appreciate the quality of the answers given.
In the deep down end of my suffering, and which was the subject of today's discussion, I heard and I resonated with the Christ figure so much. And revisiting those ideas today was really deep for me. And I really thank Relevant for this opportunity to be able to think and re-experience that part of Christ that should resonate in our suffering, in our depression.
And we had a packed room full of university students, and they had a safe place to voice their objections and raise their questions and have credible answers, credible Jesus-centered, gospel-centered answers. So we had a wonderful time, and we even stayed into overtime answering people's questions and having meaningful conversation with students. So thank you so much for all of the support, all of the prayer. We really felt carried by God's grace here on campus.